So thanks for being here.
Yeah,
I know
no
you've,
worries.
so tell us about surfing.
Surfing is just getting in touch with the energy of the sea. It's it's swells that are created thousands of miles away that just move through the ocean. This energy, and it hits that point on the ocean on the shore, and you're right there in the spot. And for that second, you get to tap into that, and then you ride it, and then you kick out of it, and then you're like reborn.
So very powerful.
Very powerful. It's more than the act of riding the wave. It's about getting in touch with that energy of the earth.
And you've created sort of a community of family, right?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, it's just, there's more than just me doing it. There's like people that believe that want to be something outside of society, that, like people are just working and chasing a dollar and just grinding day by day, but it doesn't have to be that way. And yeah, so I have like a good little core group of people that see past that and want to be a part of it.
And how have you created financial security for yourself?
Well, we don't always operate within the bounds of the law, let's say. I don't want to, say too much, but yeah, I mean, there's ways to make revenue that aren't necessarily cohesive with what society wants you to do.
But it fits in with your philosophy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, part of that philosophy is just not being a slave to the machine, not being that cog in the wheel. And you can get away from that. And like I said, all those people are grinding away, chasing that paper money, and you can just take it.
Okay. Do you consider yourself a good person?
Most of the time, I feel like I'm a person who lives a certain way that shows other people another way of being,
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't fit in with what everybody else is doing. And yeah, I'd say most of the time I'm a good person. Sometimes good people do bad things, but yeah, I would say I'm.
You have a good heart.
I have a good heart, and I'm trying to show people the truth in the way I live.
Okay. Do you cry?
I do cry. Yeah.
What makes you cry?
I'll tell you a story. Like one time, I was surfing this island in Tahiti in Viti Levu, and I was out there, and there was this whale, this humpback whale, and you could see that it'd been hit by like a tourist ship or something.
Oh.
Like the propeller did damage to it, and it beached itself, and you could see that it was going to die. And it was there, and I was there, and there was nothing I could do for it. But I asked a local fisherman for a bucket, and I filled it with water, and I stayed with that whale. And I stayed with that whale for hours until he finally passed.
Oh.
And that made me cry, just to see that, but to be there and give it comfort.
Oh, yes. It's very sad. What makes you angry?
What makes me angry is people that defend that way of life, that making slaves out of people, and just watching them like grind their life away for something that's totally meaningless, and all the people that support that and make them think that that's how life should be.
So you feel like the system makes people slaves?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. What makes you sad?
I think just when I just go through my day to day, and I see people that are struggling, and they don't know that there's another way, that they can be themselves and be free and do what they want. That makes me sad.
Yeah. I can understand that. What, outside of the whale passing, what was the worst thing you ever saw?
I saw my father work for a big corporation for 30 years. And when they were done and they didn't need him anymore, they just cast him aside. And that was really sad to see. It destroyed him. And I just vowed like early on that that was never going to be me, that they were never going to do that to me.
When you die, how do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as a truth seeker, somebody who understood how the world really was and tried to pass that along to people.
Thank you very much.